Pretty good wind gust now. That one was strong enough to kind of make me lose balance. To the storm, I want to show you how tall this storm is, and that means it's beginning to gain strength. Could be some large hail mixed in. Now head into your bathroom, stay there until the storm has passed. You want to cover yourself up with here in Diboll at the Natchez Pines Golf Course. They do have alligator signs, believe it or not. I'll tell you what, guys, the weather is great, and I am relaxing here in my recliner, the best seat in the house. Now we do have some of them turning severe. Let's take the latest look at Live Doppler 9. We do have numerous watches and warnings in effect across East Texas. Here in Lufkin and Nacogdoches, these counties highlighted in the orange. That is an inland tropical storm wind warning, and that means we do expect to see tropical storm force winds in the next 24 hours. The counties here in the brighter red, that does include Houston, Trinity, and Polk County, as well as Tyler and Jasper Newton counties. That is our inland hurricane wind warning that is in effect through the day on Saturday. On top of that, we do have our flash flood watch in effect for Lufkin and Nacogdoches, and all the counties here highlighted in blue. That flash flood watch runs all the way until Sunday morning. Now, also later on tonight, I would not be surprised to see a tornado watch issued for most of East Texas, so you will want to stay tuned for that. We are beginning to see some of these outer rain bands moving in across the area. Live Doppler 9 Network shows a little bit of light rain around Livingston, up in Cherokee County around Rusk and Alto, getting a little bit of light rain. And we will be watching these outer rain bands and storms racing towards the west. There will be the potential that some of them could produce some isolated tornadoes, so we will have the latest throughout the night. See some heavier rain there around Toledo Bend in northern Sabine County, north of Hemphill. You can see those outer rain bands around the center of circulation of Ike. They've actually upped the winds a little bit to 110 miles per hour, so the storm trying to strengthen before it makes landfall, still moving towards the west, northwest, and you can definitely see the center of circulation there showing up pretty nicely now on the radar. So the weather will be going downhill starting tonight, and the worst of it will be coming up tomorrow morning. Now, the track itself will be taking towards the west of Lufkin and Nacogdoches, so by Saturday at 1 o'clock, Ike still expected to be a Category 1 storm somewhere between Lufkin and Nacogdoches and points west towards I-45. So the center of the storm will be passing just west of town, and we're going to be on the dirty side of this storm system. That's why I do expect widespread damage across most of our viewing area. The highest risk of seeing the damage will be from Jasper, Woodville, Livingston, Groveton, Crockett, and Palestine. These counties here highlighted in red will be the closest to the center of circulation. Here in Lufkin and Nacogdoches, including Cherokee County, Shelby County, St. Augustine, and Sabine County, will be under a moderate risk of seeing very high winds, lots of rain, as well as that threat of some isolated tornadoes. So to break down the time frame from 3 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow, that's when the worst of it's going to be affecting us. Tropical storm force winds 35 to 74 miles per hour. Could be a few wind gusts as high as 80 miles per hour. Those isolated tornadoes will start tonight and will stay with us throughout most of the day tomorrow. Now, these tornadoes will be quick little spin-ups. They won't last very long, but they can cause a lot of damage. Right now, we're estimating about 3 to 6 inches of rain on average, and there could be some amounts a little bit higher than that. So once again, do not travel outside tomorrow. Stay indoors as the hurricane conditions will stay with us through most of the day. On Sunday, we'll continue with mostly cloudy skies and some off and on rain showers. Winds will also stay breezy as Ike accelerates towards the north. Then a cold front will move through on Monday, and the weather should drastically improve by the middle part of the new work week. Just saw a pretty good limb fall off of one of the pine trees at the entrance of our studios. We say goodbye to Gustav, but check out in the Atlantic, there are 3 storms that we are watching. There's Tropical Storm Hannah over here towards Cuba and the Bahamas. Behind Hannah, we have Tropical Storm Ike sitting here in the middle of the Atlantic. And then behind Ike, we have Tropical Storm Josephine. It's what we like to call our tropical train. Now, we're going to be watching all 3 of these storm systems. The first one to affect the United States, that will be Hannah. She's expected to skirt up Florida and maybe hit the East Coast. But more importantly for us, we're watching Ike. The forecast calls for him to strengthen into a Category 2 hurricane, and it does look like it might get into the Gulf of Mexico next week. Behind Ike, still have Josephine, and we'll have to watch to see what happens. You can stay on top of the tropics by going to our 2008 Hurricane Tracker. The upper levels of the atmosphere, you can see our storm system. The brighter blues indicate the very strong winds aloft, or what we call the jet stream. And all the circles here indicating an area of low pressure that's going to dig into the central plains. This is what's going to lead to the storms developing along the front. Our cold front is now moving into East Texas, but ahead of the front, we're beginning to see some pretty strong storms develop off to our south. A few spotty showers in Tyler County north of Woodville, but a pretty strong storm there around Jasper. It is heading northward and may cross over into Sabine County. Doesn't have a warning warning on it, but there could be some small hailstones and a lot of lightning and thunder within that storm. To our northwest, this is the actual cold front. Notice not too impressive as far as our line of storms. There's some shower activity from Crockett up into Cherokee County, farther north up towards Tyler. Now we're going to continue to watch the front because as it heads into Lufkin and Nacogdoches, some storms could pop up and they could be strong. So we're going to be watching it very closely throughout the evening. Through most of the day, we had clear skies, but the clouds are beginning to move in from the west, and there's those scattered storms popping up to our south. In fact, had a severe warning on a storm well to our south in Houston, and there's the broken line of showers there along the cold front itself. The rain is going to come first, followed by a very strong northwest wind, then followed by some colder temperatures. We're in the 70s right now, but behind the front where Palestine is, 59 degrees. You're talking about a temperature drop of about 15 degrees in about an hour. It's already down to 54 in Terrell, 57 in Corsicana, already 57 in Tyler. On the other side of the front, it's 73 right now in Longview, 75 in Nacogdoches, and 77 right now at the Angelina County Airport. So like I said, first will come the rain as the cold front moves in overnight tonight, and by midnight or so, the front will be moving through Lufkin and Nacogdoches. Heaviest rain activity will begin to head off towards the east. Might see a little bit of light rain and drizzle, maybe even some fog developing along the front as we go through about 3 o'clock in the morning. By tomorrow morning, though, as you wake up to head outside, we'll see mostly cloudy skies, a very strong northwest wind gusting around 20 to 25 miles per hour. Skies should begin to clear out by tomorrow afternoon, but the cold air is going to settle into the area, and it's going to be awfully chilly through the day tomorrow. You definitely want to take those jackets with you. Futurecast shows by tomorrow morning. We're going to wake up with temperatures in the 50s, around 55 in Lufkin, 53 in Nacogdoches, with 40s off to our northwest. Tomorrow we will see the sunshine by the end of the day, but look at these temperatures, only warming up into the upper 60s. Maybe if we're lucky we'll hit 70 degrees, but I think tomorrow afternoon we stay in the 60s through most of the day. That's about 15 degrees colder than it was today. So much colder air heading our way, but as skies clear out by Friday morning, look how cold it gets. Futurecast has 46 by 7 o'clock Friday morning, and Nacogdoches 48 in Lufkin. I think these numbers will actually be a little bit colder. I think most of us will be in the low to mid 40s, and it's going to stay there for at least the next couple of mornings as we kick off your weekend. In fact, we'll hit 41 degrees on Saturday morning, so some chilly mornings ahead. Lots of sunshine, though, Friday and Saturday. A second cold front moves through Monday. Should go through quietly, just kind of reinforce the cooler weather.